Here we go, True Wrestling fans. Paul Bowl alongside Johnny St. Clair. The True Test Tournament starts right now with the first matchup. Former True Wrestling champion Tony Deppen taking on Andy Harner. Both men were in action last month. Andy Harner with a hard-fought victory over Sean Phoenix. Tony Deppen, a very controversial loss, not to say the least, against Cross Von Tassel. It cost him his title.
That's right, Paul. Now, I'm wondering here for the viewers at home, do you think you could explain the logistics behind this tournament? What's the structure going to be?
It is a single elimination tournament. There are 8 participants. The winner will face Cross Von Tassel at Fight for America 3, Saturday night, August 26th at Danville Middle School. Here we go. Harner with a wrist lock on Deppen. Deppen down to one knee, quickly trying to reverse it, and does. Runs Harner right over. Deppen picking out a body part. Harner rolling him up here. Mile a minute action. Deppen was going to put him in. Looked like a submission move, Johnny, like a crossface.
He got out of that very quickly, Paul.
Absolutely. That could have been lights out in a hurry.
He's quipping with the crowd, Paul. Something that you're very familiar with doing, right, Paul?
Absolutely.
Right?
Deppen right back into more of a submission lock here on Andy Harner's legs, bending him over. Once again, working the arm. Stretching Deppen out now. What's good for the goose is good for the gander there. And you can see Harner has that leg contorted right below the armpit area. Really bending his body back right into a side headlock on the ground.
You know, I'm proud of you, Paul. You call it the armpit area, not some obscure medical term from the 18th century.
Deppen, beautiful use of his legs. Legs are lethal weapons, Johnny. I say it all the time.
He could crush watermelons with those legs, Paul.
Absolutely. Harner, headstand right out of it. Once again, Tony Deppen does not look happy.
Would you be happy, Paul, if someone just got out of your submission hold? I don't know, Paul. Those look pretty impressive to me.
Absolutely. Oh, Deppen just blew his nose right in his hand.
Hey, that's an intimidation tactic, Paul.
And if it works, so be it. Here we go, a test of strength here. Will we be...
Is that the dirty hand right there?
He's not going to lock up with the dirty hand. Harner went for a side Russian leg sweep, missed. He just wiped it on Ryan. Harner
he deserves it too.
Only a 1 count. Another 1 count. Deppen went into the bridge. Harner right up to the lower abdomen area. What athletic ability by Deppen.
This is insane, Paul.
Actually,
look
Mila,
like those...
there's no reason even to talk here. Mile a minute action. Let the boys do what they do.
They look like those barrel of monkeys when you link them together.
Absolutely beautiful arm drag takedown by Harner.
That was something straight out of the Matrix, Paul.
Absolutely. Harner with a cavalcade of kicks right there, missing wildly on them. Crowd really getting behind him here.
Is very informed at what they're watching, Paul.
Harner's extended his hand. Be careful, Andy.
That might be the dirty one.
Deppen quickly to kick it away. Kick right to the midsection. Tell you what, look at that athletic ability of Tony Deppen. Big shoulder tackle. Harner springs right back up. scissors takeover by Andy Harner, and a beautiful missile drop kick landed right above the pectoral girdle, Johnny. Harner, you know what this is. Harner wearing the crowd up. Oh. Deppen out and over. Harner with a basement drop kick. Sent him right into the second row there.
You know, I'm pretty sure I could call the state for that, Paul.
A little joke by Johnny St. Clair. No one thinks it's funny. Harner and Deppen outside the ring exchanging pleasantries. I'm sure there's no Hallmark cards being exchanged here, John.
What? What's a Hallmark card?
Right in front of commentators' row here. Referee Ryan Race begins to count them out.
Deppen's charging up.
Oh! Big arm drag right up to that unforgiving floor here at the Berwick Salvation Army.
Deppen appears to be squatting.
Tope Solacita!
Oh my
right
God.
out, he almost hit his head. Out into the thing.
Speechless crowd.
Right onto commentators' row.
This is brutal. Absolutely brutal.
No regard for their bodies here tonight, and this just shows you how much the True Test Tournament is worth. A shot at the True Wrestling Championship, what each man will go through and put himself through in a match like this just to become the victor. And this is an opening round match. There's still 2 more rounds, Johnny.
Oh, that's right, Paul.
Is that Bane?
Looks like it, Paul.
Very pompous cover by Tony Deppen.
I mean, can you blame him at this point? Like you just said, Paul, this tournament means a lot of things to a lot of different wrestlers, and I'd argue that it means the most to Tony Deppen.
Absolutely. Tony Deppen is trying to get back what is rightfully his.
Oh, so we're on the same page.
Well, what he thinks is rightfully his. Right back into a big chin lock there, and he's cinching it up nice and tight there on Andy
why
Harner.
Wouldn't it be rightfully his, Paul? What's your explanation for that?
I don't have one. And the best way Deppen right now is trying to take the wind out of the sails of Andy Harner. A high flyer like that, Johnny, you got to keep on the ground. If his 2 feet are on the ground, Tony Deppen's in control. Obviously, this referee doesn't know camera angles as he's standing right in front of us.
And our referee starting the count out.
Harner's back in.
Yeah, he's back in. Not sure what good that's doing him, considering that he's still hurting.
Absolutely. Oh, man! Martial arts style kick by Andy Harner. And a Pele kick to finish him off. Trying to get this crowd into it here in the opening contest of the True Test Tournament. Backs Deppen into the corner. Oh, knife edge chop by Andy Harner.
Did he just bite his head?
He just took a bite out of him. Big kick right to the face.
You got to do what you got to do, Paul.
Oh, double knees right across. I think he hit him in the larynx there, Johnny.
You got to see this
and
match
look at the deranged look on the face of Tony Deppen.
deranged.
I think he loves just inflicting pain.
Well, I wouldn't argue with that either, Paul, but really, and if you're in a situation like this, you got to do what you got to do. Compare this match to a survival situation in the woods. You know, if you got to eat tree bark, you got to eat tree bark. If you got to take a bite out of Andy Harner's head, you got to do that, Paul.
You got to do whatever you got to do, Johnny.
Oh, my
Deppen
God.
went for the senton, and Harner kicked him off. Harner firing back on all cylinders. Wow, how about that? He's back body drop with a kick to the head. There's the Pele kick, a step up enziguri by Andy Harner. Beautiful Northern Light suplex into a bridge. These guys are giving it their all in the opening contest. They're really killing it here tonight.
Definitely. I don't even know how they're still standing, Paul.
Harner's going up top. He said it's going to end right here.
Oh my God!
Deppen just pushed him off. Harner hit his head hard off the unforgiving table there, right in front of Biggs.
I keep saying, oh my God, the smash, Paul, but really, is there any other way to describe what you're seeing here?
Not at all, Johnny. This match doesn't need a lot of talking. You're basically seeing it all unfold right in front of you. Two very evenly matched athletes.
Well, any match that allows the audience to get less of you is better, in my opinion.
Harner's on the verge of getting counted out here. Referee at 8. Oh, once again, Deppen blows his nose right in the face of Andy Harner. Harner's had enough European uppercut.
It's a quick
man.
right there.
I'll tell you what, that one found its mark, Johnny. Wow, how about that kick right across the chest, put him flat out on his back.
I wonder if all these kicks to the head are taking their toll on Harner, because he keeps seeming to walk into those attacks. It's like he's becoming disoriented with his surroundings.
Well, all those kicks to the cerebral temples there.
I mean, he did just hit his
Oh,
head off the table.
Harner missed wildly. With a moonsault, Deppen up and over.
Deppen is twitching. He's trying
Both
to get
men
up.
are laid out as we're about 15 minutes into this matchup. Fatigue is starting to set in. It is a hot summer night here, and it's very humid in here. And when you're working like that, your body just doesn't, I just don't know how much the body can take, Johnny.
He did hit his head off the table, Paul.
Oh, man, forearm right across the face. And both men are just exchanging haymakers in the middle of that squared circle.
I'm not even sure if they're aware of what they're doing right now.
They're absolutely not. You can see, look at Deppen's face. You can see a mouse right above the eye of Tony Deppen from one of those kicks he received earlier in the match from Andy Harner. European uppercut by Harner. 2, 3.
They're turning away from the strategy that you've seen earlier in the match to just go. They're slugging it out, Paul.
This has turned into a brawl. him right on his head. Right on his head. Dumped Harner right on his head. Deppen with a flying cross body block into the corner. Kick to the face. Kick out. How did Andy Harner kick out of that one?
Deppen seems to be confused and angry with himself.
He seems to be getting himself more angry as the match goes on, as he's throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Andy Harner, and he just can't seem to put him away. Harner with a Death Valley driver there. Said he's going up top. Andy has put away many men. Last month we saw him put away Sean Phoenix with a similar move. Shooting star press by Harner. Deppen rolled him up.
That has to be it. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Running knee by Deppen.
Deppen's primal instincts seem to be coming out now.
Back elbow by Harner knocked Deppen clear out of the ring. Oh, man. Caught him right in midair. Oh, man. Oh, right to the side of the head. You can count to 100 here. Here's your winner, Tony Deppen. What an opening contest, Johnny. I got to go get an interview with Tony Deppen. I'll be right back.
All right, Paul.